Okay, here we are. This is round two.
Round two.
Trying to pick up the RSV4.
New kid.
New kid. Also, other new kid. Shantae's new SQ5 with California tags. We finally, I think they replaced the entire engine. And let's see. I want to play around with this thing and learn the different menus. So we have now a total of 25 miles on it. So yeah, they put 13 miles on it and I put 12. So yeah, I've put less than half the miles on this thing. But that said, I think we're good. They've heat cycled it, they've tested it. It is a pretty color. It is a very pretty color. But they've heat cycled it, they've tested it. Now we're gonna run it back down to the city. So let's see what happens. Wish me luck. I think I know where everything is. Trying to, at least. It's charging. That's good. So I just scroll through and that gives me the information. I should know more about this bike. Unfortunately, while I've owned it for 2 months, this is only the second time I'm actually sitting on it. So I guess let's give it a go and see how she does for real. This time we're gonna be heading in a different direction. No, this time we're heading back for the city. So I'm excited. I think more than the last time because they've put some miles on it and they're pretty confident that this thing will function. So I can already feel she's running smoother. That map probably did a lot to how she feels. And well, I guess running on 4 cylinders that helps too. I think we might need some gas. I'll get on the road first. Little rocket, and I'm not even getting on it, but I can feel the power to the Palisades. Let's make it a little, I guess, a little enjoyable. definitely going to do is see if I can adjust these levers. They're a little on the high side, and I'm going to like look to grab them, and they're higher than I'm anticipating, higher than they are on like the Ducatis or even the other Tuonos, but I dropped them on the Tuonos, so I guess that makes sense. Otherwise, she feels good. No complaints so far. I guess this is one of those, let's run her a little bit. If she's gonna break something, this is the time, right? But I got confidence. They put it through some heat cycles. Like I said before, they put about 13 miles on it. They've got confidence that it was just a manufacturing screw up, and there was a little bit of piston contact, I was told, from the valve when it dropped. So you know, you never know what's inside, what happens inside after, and again, I'm not against rebuilding an engine, but at 12 miles, it didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with, you know, BMG, everyone involved there, and so I'm glad they pushed Aprilia for a replacement engine. Now to get an exhaust on this thing, because I mean, she sounds good, but quiet. Oh, I am so not used to. I thought the Tour Glide was my quiet bike. This is the quiet bike until I get an exhaust on it. Then it'll probably be one of the louder ones, but that's a different story. No ability to use the rear brake with this sprained ankle, but the boots help and support it, so I think I'll be all right. Gas station on the Palisades is where my next destination is. We're about a half a tank. Oh yeah. Combination of the valve was screwed up or the mapping. You know, the bike just didn't feel happy last time when I picked it up. I don't know, that combination of the map and I guess valve clearances that are where they're supposed to be. This engine just feels happy. This bike feels happy. It feels smooth. The chassis feels great. Like this is what I expected it to be on day one. So even if we're day 2 technically, she's exactly the type of feeling that I expected right now. I couldn't be happier at the moment. 87 RX-7, very cool. You don't see those on the road too often. I'm guessing it's an 87. That's what the license plate says. I don't really know RX-7s all that well. Also looks kind of original. I don't know. I mean, normally you see like crazy exhausts and stuff, but not so much on this one. Alright, I've had about enough. I really need to get to that gas station. My ankle is killing me. Probably not the smartest idea to do this with a sprained ankle. But I mean, that was over a week ago. You'd think it'd be better, but it is. It's not as healed as this bike is. This bike is healed. Like power, kind of like my V4 Ducati, if the Ducati had kind of gone to finishing school, which I heard the newer ones is kind of what they did, but that's what it feels like. Let me loop around. I just want to stretch, maybe admire the machine a little bit, give my ankle a rest. Then we'll get gas, then we get back on the road. But she feels just beautifully smooth, powerful. I'm liking it. This was a good decision. Maybe not so much picking the bike up today, but the purchase overall, I'm gonna say, was a good decision. She is just beautiful. They did a number. This has got to go. The rear turn brake lights. Figure something out. I met a guy actually on the Palisades a couple weeks ago. He had one. I was so jealous. Literally, this is what I told him. I'm like, mine lasted 30 minutes and 12 miles, and he was riding his around. But he had modified some stuff up, put some lights up underneath there. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Everything else is just, I think, spot on. Alright. Let me stretch this stupid ankle. Get some gas. Hit the road. Head for the city. That'll be fun. Well, we'll give it a little bit of a mixed test, right? So, she's handling beautiful on the highways. She's running beautiful on the highways. Let's go stick her in some west side traffic. See how she holds up. See how she heats up. This test is officially more successful than the first. She's got 70 miles on it now, so 45 miles. Made it further than the first 12. So far, round 2 is a success. Let's see how it continues in traffic. 2.987 gallons, so we should have no issue. That was a pickup truck. We should have no issue making it through the city, aside from traffic. So, let us continue this journey. Kickstands up. Oh yeah. Oh, so much better in the wind. It's not that hot out, but it's also kind of hot, at least in the sun. She feels nice. I know I've said that already, but BMG, they did a great job fighting for me with the getting a new engine, getting the work done, everything about it. Their service is awesome. The personnel there, from the owner down, is just, it's great people. It's why I've bought 3 Aprilias from them already. And if I end up with another Aprilia, which is always possible, yeah, they're the ones who I'm gonna get it from, for sure. Just butter. Just buttery smooth. I think this was the pickup that came by before. Ram Rebel. Sounded good. Sounded better than this thing. This thing's way too quiet. Alright, George Washington Bridge. Maybe I get lucky. Maybe it's not a ridiculous amount of traffic. I mean, I'm not even sure what time it is. But if it's afternoon, it's barely afternoon, so we'll see. It's a Saturday. Anything could happen. You never know. And traffic. Maybe not. This could just be the merge. You really only know once you get up over the hump there, and then you can see the bridge, and then it's like, all right, we're screwed, or you're not. Oh, yeah. She definitely feels so much better. I'm telling you that, you know, I hadn't been on an RSV4 since I road tested it, test road, whatever, in Americade, and I hadn't really been riding my other Aprilias. Let's see. Oh, you know what? No, I think we're looking pretty good. That's actually pretty good, believe it or not. So, you know, maybe I wasn't sure what to expect when I was riding it. You know, maybe it was like, well, I gotta get used to it. It's a different engine and all that stuff. But no, it was definitely not good from mile 1, because this thing has been exactly as I expected it to be. So, I like that. It's been resolved. It seems, at least. I want to get through this first 600 or so miles and get an oil change done. Not that I'm going to ride it easy. Nope, not going to ride it easy. That's kind of not my MO. You know, I'll ride it within reason, and once it's warmed up, you know, she's going to get what she's going to get. Jerk off. Hi, I didn't exist, motherfucker. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna ride it like I'm gonna ride it. You know, she's warm, tires are warm. That's it. It's go time. And I figure if something is gonna happen, usually happens right away. Case in point. But I got good. I got a good feeling. I got a good vibe out of this one today. So far. Another Ferrari. Jeez, there's 2 Ferraris today. The other one was like an 812 or something like that. And now you got the rear mid-engine one, an F8 maybe, or I don't even know. The Ferraris all look the same to me. I'm not a big Ferrari fan. Much prefer Lamborghini. But I get it. Ferrari has that, you know, pedigree. Same with Ducati. I don't think they make the best bike, but they have that pedigree and everyone wants one. I think Aprilia makes a better bike. That's why I have 3 versus 2 Ducatis. Of course, I also have 2 Ducatis because, well, everybody wants one, right? So I guess I'm part of that crew or ideology mindset. I don't know. Alright, let me get to the west side. No. Yes. Let me get to Henry Hudson Parkway, then the west side, and deal with this and not get run over by one of these other imbeciles that aren't paying attention. Love bumpy roads on a superbike. She actually handles pretty good, and I haven't touched the suspension yet. Like, trying to tailor it even a little bit to my environment and my weight. I'm not as light as these bikes are typically set up for. miles per hour, 10 over is 40, and there's speed cameras everywhere, and I don't have a phone mount to warn me about where the speed cameras are. So I think it's time to kind of crawl, because 40 is a joke. You don't even realize it. But that's New York City for you. This is what we've become now accustomed to. I guess it's one of those it is what it is deals. Oh, yeah. At least it's not that hot out. Man, the day I picked it up, it was like, the first time, it was like 95 degrees, like 95% humidity. Whew. I think it's 80. I'll take 80. Much better. I have no idea why that person was honking. There you go, first gear, 40. Restrain, goose fraba. Do not punch it, or even breathe on it, really. Oh, yeah. 212 degrees she's running at. I think that's normal-ish. I know the tunes will turn the fans on earlier, but also I'm told the fans, not just on this one, but even the 210 V4, the fans aren't the best. So I don't know how much turning the fans on earlier helps, but I guess it can't hurt, so we'll go with that. I don't know if a tune is out for this yet. I know BT Moto bought one, so let's see if they have a tune. I have a Gabbro tune on my other two 210s, so was kind of hoping to stay with them. But again, I don't know if they have a tune yet. You know, one of the, I guess, downsides to picking something up first year when it changes, and also picking it up right away. But on that note, you also get to have something as soon as it comes out, so that's kind of a cool factor. It's wild. I can smell it. It smells new. Alright. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. I wish I knew where they all were. Like, by my neighborhood, I know where they are. So I know where you can, I'm not going to say, you know, speed or fly around, but you can definitely be a little bit more liberal with the throttle. But Manhattan, I just don't come down here, down the west side, often enough to know where they all are. Shoot, half the times I forget it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit and you can go 40. And I think there's so many other things to concentrate on rather than to look for where the city is trying to, you know, pick your pockets with a speed camera. Brakes feel nice. Oh, brakes feel really nice. Some very interesting characters. I would never get that, just so you know, with a louder bike. They hear you. There's something to that. I'm not a believer of loud pipes save lives, because you can have the loudest pipes in the world, be a complete idiot, and wound up 6 feet under. But there is something to be said about the awareness, and people go, oh, I should continue, I should actually move. I'm crossing the street against the light. I'm crossing the street, the cars have the green light, and that thing is loud. He may be coming. Like, you notice how they'll rush to the middle of the street and then slow down and go to a crawl. Like, you're still in the street, idiot. And it's illegal to hit them. I'm telling you, stupidity should be painful and punishable by law. But what can you do? What can you do? She was cooking pretty good, 219 degrees, but ooh, that was a speed camera. I always wonder how accurate speed cameras get motorcycles, though, because sometimes I'll put it to you this way: I've tested it where I know I'm not going to get a ticket, and it's not 100%. Like, there are times you go by and no flash, no nothing. And it seems like there's certain cameras. I really wish I understood like how the system is set up. But I guess that's the whole point, right? They don't want you to understand how the system is set up, because then you'll know how to get around it. New York's finest. Not coming for me, because I'm doing nothing wrong. Well, nothing that they know about, at least. Wall drug. That car had a wall drug sign, bumper sticker. Very cool. We were just there last week. Very cool, very cool. I think it still has that like kind of Aprilia idle. No, maybe not. I know the Tuono still does. It kind of hunts. I'm sorry for being congested. I've been kind of sick since the flight home from Rapid City. But I'm better now than I was. Ankle? Nah, not so much. Can't even breathe on it. That's okay. I'm almost out of the city. Well, I'm almost out of Manhattan. So the big problem is just about finished. Battery tunnel, and then we're done. Oof. 216 degrees. She seems to be making out pretty good. Dealing with, you know, stop and go. Traffic wasn't that bad, thank God. But she's doing pretty good. I'm feeling the warmth. So I'm excited to to actually get home and get off this thing. But I think she's coping good. This is always fun. This is not very well lit. So you go from bright sunshine to I can't see. And I literally can't see. I have a tinted visor. All right. Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, or whatever the hell it's named, I don't know. It's the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. It was, is, and always will be. Oh, the tunnels in New York are interesting. I think they are, because, well, they're interesting for a lot of reasons, but in the winter time, when it's like 12 degrees out, the tunnels are always like slightly warmer, like they're above freezing. And in the summertime, it's 100 degrees out, they're like just that little bit cooler. So, this thing's supposed to have an exhaust valve, right? All right, I hear the difference. Oh, I can't wait to get an actual exhaust on this thing. That's, I think, going going to be my plan with it, is you can do a couple of videos on it, you know, some slightly longer term, but also just some of the modifications that I want to do. I haven't decided whether it's going to get, like the other bikes, I did a slip-on, right? The Panigales and the 210 V4, because that got rid of the cat and gave you a nice sound. The 210 660, I did a full system because it was a one-piece pipe and I had to get a one-piece to get, you know, nice and free-flowing and good sounding. This one's a little different because you can do a slip-on, but the cat is in the main engine pipe, headers, whatever you want to call them. So do you do a full system? Do you just do a slip-on? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see if some people post some sort of results, and also what products become available and what tunes become available. That's a bigger, you know, question. But let's see if there's that. Let's see if Gabbro does any testing, comes out with some airbox, or they always have some sort of airbox. I forget what they're called, but the tubes inside the airbox, I did them on the 210 660. I did the entire airbox upgrade on the 210 V4. So I guess we'll see what they come out with, and then we'll go from there. Not going that way. Thank you, Ryder Truck. R6, very cool, very cool. R6 with a passenger. Now I have to remind myself, 25 mile an hour speed limit, 35 mile an hour, and you get a ticket. Broken down in the right lane of a road he's not supposed to even be on. Welcome to New York. I love those, by the way. I've seen the Welcome to New York memes, singing the song, and it's just showing the dumpster fire that New York can be. Yeah, I'll tell you, if you're in New York City every day, some of the stuff you see is just unbelievable. You know what I think I'm going to do is stop here in the shade. Yeah. Oh, I think one more stop, not that I need gas, but one more stop at my favorite gas station. I need hydration. I need a seltzer or something. Whew. This bike, she cooks pretty good. Although, I guess comparatively, the V4 Ducati cooks like a mother. Oh, so you get used to it. Here we are, just about my favorite gas station. One more speed camera to pass before getting to it. I have another motocicletta behind me. I don't know what it is, but I love seeing more motorcyclists out. It's funny, seltzer, I survive on seltzer, and it was very painful the first time we went out to Sturgis, where I couldn't find any seltzer. But this time, Chris did. He found me some seltzer. He knows just how important seltzer is to me. And in lead, he found me seltzer. Let's see. What are we at? We are at 102 miles. All right, 102 miles. So far, so good. Whew. Get this stuff off. Hydrate a little bit. Go the rest of the way. Maybe do a quick walk around. First impressions from actually really getting to ride it this time. So we'll do that. I wonder, because I know this bike has some features that you need to unlock, and it's, I guess, a typical game that manufacturers are playing these days. But I kind of wonder if a tune will unlock any of it. Because, like, I know in the Tuonos, the tune unlocks the, like, European turn signals and stuff. I'll bet you they have some sort of an agreement with Aprilia. Like, hey, you can keep working with us, but don't unlock the stuff we're going to charge people for. Still, it's curious. It's something to ponder, I suppose. Not that I need validation, I should say, because I pick what I like regardless. But this bike's gotten some attention already on the ride home. I've had so many looks, thumbs up. Just had a couple of guys from DSNY, from sanitation, holler out of the truck, "Nice bike, bro." It is a beautiful machine. I'll give Aprilia a lot of credit. They make nice things. This one is just on it. And here we are. We have made it. Second round, no issues. We're 103 miles. Yeah. Beautiful machine. Just a beautiful machine. Definitely lives up to the hype I was hoping it would live up to. So that's it. Some time to reflect on it. It's been a journey to get this machine. Ordered it, January, February. Timed just right for when I wanted it, the end of June. That lasted all of about 30 minutes. Then it was a fight. It was a fight to try to get the engine replaced and not have them do a rebuild, because, well, at 12 miles I didn't feel that was right. Finally they agreed, they being Aprilia, not the dealership. They've been awesome. And where are we at? On the 25th of July, they finally got the engine. I got that phone call right before leaving for Sturgis, and set it up for a delivery for today, or for pickup for today. So here we are, the second week of August. We finally have this beautiful machine home. Yeah, this is how it should have run. And this thing's worth every penny, I think. If it would have ran this way originally, oh, forget about it. The details, it's just a stunning machine. Very, very happy. Looking forward to putting on some more miles, breaking this thing in. Maybe a little hard. and getting through that first oil change, and then just really enjoying it. So we've come to a good conclusion. We I think all of us, which is Aprilia, the dealership, myself, are quite content and excited. So that said, just kind of wanted to wrap it up. I'll do some other stuff on this thing as far as build videos or something, because again, this new exhaust setup down here, I know I want to redo it. I'm not sure if something's different now versus the previous gens or whatever, but we'll figure that out. I don't know if there's an airbox modification. I don't know if they have tunes yet. We'll figure it out. We'll do it one step at a time. We'll make this thing just perfect. Anyway, on that note, thanks for following along on this adventure and seeing this resolution through. I will catch you next time. Thanks again.